Good morning. I've been up for quite some time. I had a very long night with my brother. I'm sleeping in his bed with him. He's at school right now, but um, poor kid, he probably slept for like 2 hours. We had such a long, deep conversation about like the differences between our childhoods. Yeah, he's now getting a better understanding of things, which was very special for me and him to go through. And then also, my friend is also, she woke me up this morning and she's going through some things, and it makes me very sad because I've been in that same situation a few months ago, so I can completely empathize and understand. Um, and I'm happy that I've went through it first so that I can give her good advice, because at the time when I was trying to figure things out, I had a lot of the doubt of the negative in my head, instead of, I knew I needed to feel it, but then I let my mind wander, and that's what I kind of want to prevent with her. So I'm giving her space. Hopefully she takes my advice, but regardless, whatever, me and her, I'll help her through whatever she needs to go through, and she won't have to do it alone. So that was the next obstacle. And then I had my psych evaluation results that I did in November. It was a 2-day thing, test that was questionnaires about my life, about how I'm feeling, and then again, like with memory, with learning, with to just test like my brain capability. And I got really good news, that they don't think that my brain is incapable. There is no damage to my actual brain function, as in, I am able to learn, I am able to comprehend, I am smart. I'm not held back with what my brain is able to do with information. But they did result into, I am majorly depressed. And I do have a lot of trauma and things that I need to work through. Very evident that I do have ADHD, and very, very self-aware, where the doctors are explaining something to me and I'm able to basically finish their sentences and give them the same, like, more reasoning as to why. And they're shocked that I even know those things because I am so self-aware. So that was like a plus to know that, like, what I've been learning is on the right track. And what I've been wanting to go to and get deeper into my trauma and heal and learn and want to show all these other people. They also suggested the same things that I had already been planning to go into: intensive outpatient therapy, cognitive function therapy, another type of cognitive function therapy for insomnia, just a lot of mental health things. And your mental health can affect a lot of your physical aspects as well. With my mental health being so damaged, they feel that that can be an impact on my nervous system and how I physically feel as well. So now we can dive deeper into that as well. I still have a few EEGs left to kind of get more in depth with like my brain function, to see the patterns of it, and see what things trigger and whatever. But bottom line, I'm going down the right path. What I've believed and have been learning about myself on my own, the doctors are confirming that that is the right steps moving forward. So just the confirmation that I'm moving in the right direction. I am capable. I am smart. I am determined when I put my mind to something. And it just gives me that much more power to fight for this, and to fight for me, and to fight for those who feel like they have something holding them back, whether that be a physical aspect, whether that be an emotional aspect, because bottom line, clearly it affects one another. Your emotions affect your body, your nervous system, your brain, your stomach, your all of those things. They affect so much. And if you're already sick and having these symptoms and you're not in a good mental space, of course it's going to feel like a downward spiral, you know? So I'm happy that I'm going down the right path to figure this out and to fully heal and to share that with you guys. So now my grandparents have been waiting downstairs for me. My mom should be getting home from work soon. So I'm going to go downstairs, eat, start my day, get ready, talk to my mom, and then catch up with my brother and just enjoy the family, let them know the good news. So yeah, good first day back. I think that this trip is going to be a trip that I deepen my relationships with my loved ones even more than I have before, because these are the relationships that matter to me. I let a lot of outside influence affect my decisions throughout the last years, and I'm ready to get to like the core of my issues, my heart, my values, my purpose, and just having a game plan to move forward and tackle this and overcome it. And I just have so much confidence in myself, and that this is what I was meant to discover, you know? And I'm excited to go through the process. I'm excited to get the verification of what I was doing on my own time and learning and trying to figure out on my own about myself to keep helping myself, that I was right and I'm on the right path. So I just need to keep going, keep fighting, keep learning, keep healing. And the journey's only just begun. So I'm excited. Okay, good morning. Well, it's the afternoon, about to be 2:00. My grandpapa's waving goodbye to us. But me and my brother ended up sleeping in, and then now I'm with my mom, and we're all going to go to the mall and go Christmas shopping. We're gonna get breakfast on the way, and then get groceries. So that is going to be my day today. So okay, good morning. I look like a hot mess right now. This was a high pony last night. Now it's like, that's where the ponytail is. But whatever. So it is 12:52. I kind of had I slept really good, but I was just kept waking up early, throughout the night. I was just tossing and turning, but I slept really good. I woke up at 9, and I've kind of just been awake in my head, in bed. I did not record the other day. So I recorded before I went shopping with my mom and my brother. I kind of got a little overstimulated. There was just a lot going on, a lot of people. It's last minute shopping for Christmas, a lot of noises. I just got very overstimulated. So I was literally sitting crisscross applesauce, in Boscov's, just over it, ready to go home. And then my brother needed to go to my dad's for the weekend, so when we were dropping him off, we were like, why don't we all have a movie night? The new Avatar got released on Friday, so we were let's refresh ourselves. I know that was my parents one of their favorite movies, so I remember watching bits and pieces, but I was never interested in it. It's just sit and pay attention to beginning to end. So we all watched that with my brother and my mom and dad, because later on we're gonna, while I'm here, eventually we're gonna have like a family movie day and go to the movies to see the new one. So that was like a good experience to have back in the house that we all grew up in, that like my mom and dad used to be married in, and me and my brother were raised in, and now obviously we all live in different places. So it was a good time to like, this was our family room before, to like sit and bond and like watch movies and plan for like the future. So that was like a good rest of that day. Sorry, I can see I'm getting a pimple right here and I'm scratching it, and I have a filter on so you can see it's getting red. That was a really ugly laugh. Okay, but whatever. So then the next day, Sunday, my mom woke up and she had to go to work. Look, you can see like my little scabs on my face. So she went to work, and, I'm like, the days are like blending together, because I'm like, how many days have I been here? Because I'm thinking about things that have happened, but I'm like, I don't know what day it was. Like, me and my brother bonded. I told you guys on like the first night we had like a really good conversation. We also ended up watching like Bullet Train and like this movie called The Princess. My brother's into like a lot of fighting and like gory things. So it was like really funny, and like both movies were really funny and like action packed and gory. So it was like both entertaining for us. We're actually going to watch Uncharted when he gets back from school today. Which is like a kind of like a piratey, National Treasure, but like modern version, and like PlayStation 2 is a part of it, like a part of the production. So my brother's very, very much into like CGI. Don't know what it is, but like when he talks about it, just like the light that like you see in his eyes as he's describing these graphics and how they make it, like you could see how interested he is in it. Mind you, he's going to go to school to be an engineer, so that he like wants to create video games, and all these things are very much what he's interested in. So then being able to like watch it with him, he was so sad last night that he's like, oh, I have to go to bed because I have school in the morning. But like as soon as I come home from school, like I'm going to take a nap because I'm going to be tired. So cute. And then we'll watch it. So I've had a good time bonding with my brother. And then yesterday when my mom woke up, she went to work. I slept because, what am I supposed to do when everyone's at work but sleep? I'm just waiting for you guys to give me attention. So I slept. And then when my mom came back, I ended up watching the movie The Shack with her. And we like cuddled and like we're able to talk about God and like life experiences and just, be with each other. And that was really great. I'm super happy of building these connections with like my mom and my dad. So all in all, this trip has been very good. I haven't been documenting a lot because I feel like a lot of my documentation is for when I'm alone, because I think I struggle when I'm alone, feeling alone, and when I record my process, I feel like I'm talking to somebody, and it helps with cope with that feeling. So now that I'm like with people, I'm not recording myself as much because I'm more in tune with trying to like be in the moment and like just be with that person, So that's why I haven't really been filming as much. I told myself today's my day to hang out with my grandparents. It's 1:00 and I'm literally still in bed. Mom and my brother are all gonna be coming home soon, and I know they have to sleep first, then they're gonna want a nap, so I have enough time to like get up, get ready, and then go spend time with my grandma. Because I know she wanted to like plant something, and I was telling my mom that I was like interested in learning about planting, because like so much of like how the way that you care for plants also can like be used as metaphors for your life. So I just like to learn it, and like my grandma was interested in it, so I wanted to bond with her. So I'm excited to do that with her today. The World Cup was yesterday, so my grandpa is like a man of very few words, and like never have I ever really bonded with him. Like he's just like there and like cute, and like with his little like overalls, like whatever. So I thought that maybe if I know that he enjoys soccer, and I would like to watch that with him, so that maybe that gives me and him a chance to bond, because I feel like my entire life I've never really been close to my grandfather. Like he's always been around, he's always been supportive, he always shows love, but like just doesn't like one-on-one have like that type of relationship with him. So hopefully being able to like bring this to his attention and like sit and just watch it and like see like his expressions and how interested he is, you know, that would be like a good thing to like experience with him. So I'm excited to do that. And then like I said, I'm gonna watch that movie with my brother today as well. So that's gonna be my day of bonding with my family. And then tomorrow I'm gonna go to my mom's job, because they have been so supportive of my mom, and like to them my mom is like a little celebrity. My mom is just like such a sweetheart, she's a saint. So then like everything that's been going on with me, they like follow me on social media, and like they have seen either for a while or like recently, or wow, my hair is greasy, gross. Okay, well let me fix this. But regardless, they like want to meet me, and like have already asked like if they could take pictures with me. So tomorrow I'm gonna go visit my mom's job and her daycare and be around the kids and her coworkers. So tomorrow I'm gonna have to not look homeless and actually do my makeup, so I look presentable, because they are anticipating my arrival. And it just feels so good to see people support, you know, not only of just myself, but like for my mom, you know, like to know like what she's been going through emotionally, and just to support her, support the people that I love, you know, like if you support my mom and the people that I love and my brother and like my family, you show my family love, I'm gonna show it back. Like I'm gonna come, and I just want to be able to like see the kids that my mom talks to me about, and like see the classroom and how things work, because like these are the stories that my mom is telling me about, these are the relationships that my mom is building, you know. So like I want to be a part of that, so I understand the stories that she tells me about, and like, oh yeah, now I get it now. So just I'm excited to do that tomorrow. And then I'm gonna be staying at my dad's house. So I'll be staying at my dad's house, and then I need to reach out to my aunt. I know trust me, there's a lot of catching up I gotta do around here. This is probably the longest visit home that I've had in a very long time. Like, usually I come for like 4 or 5 days, maybe a week and a half at most, but never 3 weeks. So this is a very long time, and I'm using my time wisely, because usually I come for a specific reason, and usually that reason is because of my best friend Maddie, because she's either getting married or having a baby or this or baby shower or whatever. So I usually come for her, and then I spend time with my family. So now it's like a different vibe, where it's like I'm spending time with trying to build my relationships, and there's actually nothing that's like super special, you know. I just want to be around my friends and family. That's basically it. Like, yeah, and it's the holidays, but I'm broke. I'm not buying people anything. Like, I didn't even pay for my trip out here. My parents did. So I don't expect anything from them. The only thing that is expected is just to spend time, quality time with each other, you know? Time that we usually don't get to spend with each other because I live so far away. So super happy to be able to get back to my roots and build these connections with the people I love the most. That dry circle, because I have a under the skin pimple it's coming through. It's coming. It's seeping through. Wants to make an appearance. Who's the star here, me or him? I don't know, but I am still super worried about my friend that I left, my new roommate. She's going through a lot right now, and I had mentioned that I was trying to give her space, and I gave her some advice, like, here, like, take the day, don't make any decisions, listen, like, feel your feelings, whatever. Gave her some playlists, whatever. Next day, checked in on her, haven't heard anything from her. Sent her some memes, gifs, whatever, just to see if she would interact, just so that she would know that, like, I'm thinking about her. Still didn't hear anything back. Yesterday, I had already talked to my friend that I'm going to spend Christmas with and my family that I'm currently staying with about my concerns and how I'm worried and I don't want her to feel alone. And she had made a comment that she was about to book a flight to come out here because she didn't want to be alone over there. And I saw that she posted something about like a flyer for a job. So I'm like, I don't know if she's picking up shifts right now and maybe she's just distracted or what. Like, she's not saying anything to me, so I'm over here worried about her. I'm like panicking. Me and my family, we're all praying for her. And I reached out to her yesterday, again, sending her a big paragraph saying, like, hey, like, I just want you to know, like, I'm thinking about you. Me and my family are praying for you. We all, like, said that it's okay. Like, you're more than welcome to come stay with us and fly out here and spend the holidays with us. Whatever works for you. I, like, looked up flights that were what airline is better and told her, like, not to even worry about checked bags or carry-ons or bringing anything because I have enough that we can share for the time that she's here. We just don't want her to be alone for the holidays. The holidays just make whatever emotion you're going through that much more intense. It's just the fact that her feeling alone, I know the feeling and I am, like, over here panicking and worrying and just don't want to make sure that she's okay. So I sent her a message letting her know, like, I looked at flights, don't even worry about this, you're more than welcome to come, blah, blah, blah. Like, I know that you're dealing with something right now, but you not saying anything is, like, making me worry, thinking that, like, you're not okay. And I'm just, like, trying to, like, I'm just hoping everything's fine, but I still haven't heard from her, so fingers crossed that she's doing okay. I just know what she's going through, and I went through it by myself, and I just hope that she does not feel alone and she does have people around her that are making her feel more positive, like she's not alone, empowering her to feel her feelings and push through, and just for her to grow in this and not make stupid decisions, that she might regret later. Look at me over here, like, worrying like a mom. Okay. Well, anyway, it's Monday. Happy Monday. I'm gonna go shower and get my life together, eat, and spend time with my grandparents. That's my update. I can't afford to be off of my depression medication right now because I'm gonna be going through a lot. So thank God my psychiatrist was able to refill my prescription. I won't be having any manic episodes anytime soon, so yay for that. Good morning. I am up. My mom is on her way back. We are arriving at her job right now. It is 6:09 a.m. I am exhausted, but I was managed to get myself somewhat together, so let's enjoy the day.
Let's see what you got. She got Gimel. Gimel means you take all the treasure. What? Yes.
Making money off the songs I write. I I know you said that I could call you. I wonder if you wanna call too. Know that the future doesn't.
Okay. Venting session. The rest of yesterday, I was already twitching. But I had a good day yesterday. My dad, he only had a few tests, for his appointment. He didn't get any news back on what the surgical team is planning. But I definitely could tell my dad is scared. Just because he keeps making comments of like, just in case, if anything were to happen, like, these are like his requests. It's kind of hard to, like, hear, you know, because, I don't know, growing up, like, I feel like you think your parents are, like, invincible and, like, nothing bad can happen. And, like, even with my dad, like, we haven't had the best years, in the past. So, like, now we're finally starting to, like, build a relationship. So, like, it's kind of like, I don't even want to start thinking that way because I'm so happy at where we are now and excited for us to build for my future, to finally have that relationship that I've always wanted, you know? So I don't know really how to feel about it. I'm trying to stay like strong for him, and I've kind of just been like brushing off that idea and just trying to be in the moment of sorry, I don't know why I'm still yawning. It's like 6:35 in the afternoon. But just like wanting to spend like quality time with him is like what I'm more like trying to focus on rather than like worrying about something that we don't know. I've wasted so many months doing that already that I like just don't want to infect this time that I have with stress and worry. Yeah, when I woke up yesterday, my dad was already back home, so I like got up, started making food for myself, got myself a coffee, and I had a few things that I needed to get done on my computer. And my dad got up, was making me food. He went into the living room to go eat his food, and our living room is like an addition to our house, so it's not insulated, so you always have to like keep the door closed and like keep the little heater on so that you have heat in that room. But with the door closed, I was like listening. I heard literally a scene from a movie, and I was like, oh, and I got up, and it was a movie that when I had my epiphany like a few weeks ago, that God movie that I was talking about, and I like told my parents like, oh, let's have a movie night, you guys have to watch it. My dad was like already watching it. Like, I was sleeping before I got up, so like he already went to go watch it on his own because I was like, oh, I'm sorry, like, I beat you to the punch, I already watched it with mom. And he was like, oh, well, you know, he watched it still. And I was like, my heart. And it was just at my favorite part too, so like I grabbed all my stuff and went to go sit next to him. It was like one of the biggest moments, like emotional moments in the movie. So there's like certain things in it that like like I said, me and my dad don't have that great of a relationship. So like watching it when I was with my mom, like I could easily like go and lay on her, like cuddle with her, comfort her if she was crying at the movie or if it, whatever. So then I kind of was getting like signs of that and wanted to do that for him, but it's not as natural. So at one point I like literally was like, can I lay on you? And he was like, yeah, like he got me a blanket, a pillow to like, so I can curl up and then, and get comfortable and like lay on him. So like I was able to like cuddle with him and like watch these things as like these big lessons. We both like just loved and enjoyed the movie. And then he ended up taking a nap. I had some things taken care of because even though I'm on vacation, bills and shit and medical stuff still gotta, like, appointments gotta be made. So I tried doing that while he was napping, and then I got up. He ordered dinner for us, and then we watched like a new movie, a Christmas movie, which again, if anyone knows me, everyone knows that I don't like Christmas, and one of those big reasons has been because of my father. And I have been struggling. I'm probably telling on myself about this. So my ex, he loves movies. Like, he's way more into watching a movie than like a TV series, and I'm way more into watching TV series than movies. So for the most part, most movies that I watch have been because of him throughout the last few years. So with this breakup, I have had like PTSD about movies. So obviously watching The Shack was like one big thing, because like I don't look for movies to watch. So that was a big thing. And then I've watched that with my mom, and then I've been watching movies with my brother, and then obviously my dad was watching the movie I suggested, and then I figured we watched the movie as a family of Avatar together. So then one-on-one, I was like, you know what? Like, let's watch a Christmas movie. And that's also another little trigger, because one, Christmas has not really been a good thing with my family, with my dad. And then Christmas is my ex's favorite holiday. So a lot of it reminds me of him. So it's just another struggle where I like don't want to watch the movies because I don't want to be reminded of it. But then also like building this relationship with my dad and knowing that like a lot of my fear, or not even fear, of like my resentment towards Christmas, and then movies. So I figured, like, why not watch a Christmas movie with my dad to bond with him? And we did, and we had an amazing night. Like, just very warm feeling, like homey. And I don't know. I don't know if that's just because he's scared or what, or I don't know. But I'm just enjoying the time that I have with him. So my friend tried to call me, but before that, I was like, okay, well, I wasted most of the day away in bed, but I had like no obligations to do anything. So I'm like, all I have to do is like take the laundry out of the dryer, fold it, put it in my suitcase. Only other thing I have to do, send this email of like this release form for my medical records. So it was a chill day. My friend calls me. Now apparently there's drama with one of our friends. They're supposed to have like a party at her house for one of the holidays for New Year's. And obviously I'm staying with my friend for New Year's and Christmas because I'm spending both holidays with her, so I can spend the other days with like my parents. Since I've already talked to my parents, like I'm not spending these like Christmas or New Year's with you guys. Like I'm spending it with my friends, period, my friends. Like, and apparently now I'm not invited to my friend's house, my friend of 20 years. Literally, they've been friends since kindergarten, pen pals since first grade. Like, just like very much have been friends for years. We've never been the like best friends, but we've always been best friends, if that makes sense. Like, we have one mutual friend that is our best friend. Like, to her best friend is this person. To me, my best friend is this person. But me and her have been friends longer than we've been friends with this person. And she is now stepsisters with this person. So, of course, I've still been friends with them. And now they're like my second family. Like, I go on family vacations with them. Holidays, I spend most of my holidays with them. Like, we go to family dinners and, like, her dad, like, considers me as a daughter. Like, it's just like we've all been best friends and basically family for so long. So I'm just like very confused as to where this is coming from. So not only have my other friends been arguing with her because now they're also affected by this, and they're obviously trying to stand up for me as well. So then it makes me feel really uncomfortable that like me coming home is starting this drama, not only with me and her, but with her and other people, which is like not what I want at all. Like, I just feel bad that like because I'm here, now other people have to have plans canceled or have drama with people that they weren't having drama with before I arrived. So I definitely feel like guilt because of that. But also I'm like, just confused as to where this is coming from, because she's like, oh, we're not friends. She doesn't give a fuck about me. Like, we never talk. And I'm like, we were just talking last month, like, about me coming home for Thanksgiving. And I was like, no, I'm probably coming home for Christmas. All of like the things I was dealing with like my medical stuff. I didn't have like clearance basically to just like up and leave for a while because I still had appointments and was waiting on things. And then obviously prior to that, I was in the hospital with the ICU visit. So of course we were in contact. In September is when I had just came home from vacation. And I got my concussion. August, I flew home. Mind you, prior to August, we were planning for my friend's birthday party. Like birthday, we were going to go on a girls trip. So prior to August, we were already in a group chat and making plans for this vacation for my friend's birthday. Plans ended up changing. I still came for my friend's birthday and we still went on vacation that I went on with her family, like her dad, that she did not come to. Prior to that, her and her boyfriend had missed the flight or had a flight like delayed or canceled or something along those lines, that they were stuck in Fort Lauderdale. So I literally left my boyfriend's house at the time, literally in boxers. Like, that's what I was wearing. Left his house while he was at work. Left his house unlocked because I don't have keys to his house to lock it. So I had to notify other people. Just a slight inconvenience, you know? But because those are people that I care about and that's my family, regardless, like I'm going to stop whatever I'm doing to come pick you up and give you a home to stay and not make you stay in a hotel, you know? So I go pick them up from the airport, welcome them into my house, like whatever. I'm like having conversations with her about like, is this actually the man? Because she's always been the type of person that whoever she dates, she talks about marriage, like whether or not like she sees them as the man she's going to marry. We have these deep conversations because we care about each other, you know? So then obviously prior to that was my friend's wedding that we came for. So we had been planning and talking about these things for months in advance. So it's just like, this year I've had several interactions with her and also conversations from October, November that we have been talking. I literally go, if you go in my TikTok, I send her TikTok videos that remind me of her or things to laugh at, to bond with her, literally like all the time. It's just mostly me sending things and her like either liking it or saying ha ha ha, you know, but I've reached out. So in my head, I'm confused as to why I'm being treated this way and other people are being affected with it. I very much value our friendship. And we've been, like I said, we've been friends for about like 20 years now, since kindergarten, because we went to kindergarten together and then I switched schools. And in first grade, I was in first grade at a different school and then we became pen pals. Like I was the first time she ever lied to her mom was because of me, because I got peanut butter in her hair on a school trip and my mom had to get it out and she cut her hair. So my mom had like whatever. So like literally stories like children. Like we were 5 fucking years old. We're 25 years old right now. You know? So I'm like, I'm not sure. My life has been very, very hectic. I've been dealing with a lot. Like even me and this other friend that is our mutual friend, that is her stepsister, like we have barely talked and we communicate through TikToks and this. And we have had conversations where she's been mad at me and I didn't know she was mad at me. And I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt about things. And then we communicate and we're like, okay, we were both wrong. It was a miscommunication. I don't know if there is something that like, maybe there was an event in her life or a specific moment that she expected or wanted my support from that I just missed because, like I said, my life has been extremely hectic the last few months. So I've had a very difficult time being able to prioritize other people in general and other things, and just even being able to balance the things that I have to focus on in my own life, I've been having trouble with. So I'm not sure if I missed something. And if I did, like, I don't know why it's causing so much issue. Like, I just wish that she would talk to me about it so that I can hear her perspective. And maybe she's just angry about one thing. And maybe I can just, like, talk to her to get the bigger picture in her head, for us to be like, listen, like, I'm sorry if I missed that. I've been blinded by the things that I've been going through. And maybe right now she's blinded by whatever pain that misunderstanding and my like not being there for her in a time that I was distracted with my own life. Maybe that has hurt her, and she just like is upset and is like trying to push me away instead of talking to me about it when I have no recollection or no whatever. Because if I did hurt her, I want to know about it. I want to know that I did that, and so that I can apologize, because I know that was never my intention, and I don't want our relationship or our friendship to crumble over something that I don't even know. Like, you know, like we've spent so many years together building these friendships and being a part of each other's lives that like, and I seeing her say like, oh, she doesn't talk to me. And I'm like, we have all of these things throughout the last few months of conversations and things that I've reached out to you, things, vacations that we've planned, me opening up my home to you, just to like put shit to the side and be like, listen, like, we're not in high school anymore. And like, these are friendships that I value. If this year taught me anything, it's the fact that some of the friends that I had in my life are not really my friends. And the relationships that I've built that have strayed away from, my family, my friends from back home, those are the people that mean the most to me. Those are my family when it really comes down to it. And that's what I'm trying to rebuild and bond with these people. And that's the whole reason that I'm coming and spending this time with my friends and family, because they're who matter to me the most. And just because like I live in a whole different state and we have whole different lives and whole different situations doesn't mean I don't like love and care about you. So I want to communicate with her, be able to work through this, because her friendship and her love and her in my life, like it holds value to me. So like I want to work this out. I don't want other people to feel uncomfortable. I don't want to feel uncomfortable. And I definitely know that I want to clear the air with her, you know? So it definitely bothers me and it hurts seeing how things are handled and how other people are affected by it. And I'm kind of like in the dark about why, because I don't view it the same. But hopefully with this conversation, we can clear the air. If I did miss something, I can apologize, and we can both talk about like, listen, like we're family, you know, like we've been friends for years. Like we're more than this, like to let something like this like destroy that, you know? This year has truly taught me who is really there for me, who are my genuine friends, who are really the people that genuinely care about me, because I've had a lot of friends that I've considered my best friends for years, and through all of these things that I'm going through mentally, physically, emotionally, those people that I've put on pedestals of being my best friends for the last few years that I've been in Florida have not treated me that way, have not been there for me. So like I said, like this year has truly taught me that, and it's truly taught me to, one, stand up for myself, to not just be made to feel uncomfortable, made to feel less than, to speak up for myself, to communicate clearly on what I'm feeling, and to allow other people to express their feelings and be able to listen to what they need and be able to control my emotions within these conversations, to not get defensive, to allow the other person to speak, to be able to get the conversation to come to a conclusion without having anger or pettiness or defensiveness build up a fight that you're not able to communicate and to get to that resolution, you know? So I feel like my communication, my understanding, my listening, my values, that's what this year has taught me. And I want to continue portraying that. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to get mad at this situation. I go back to my hometown and I'm stuck with this like high school drama. And like, you know, everyone always talks about scenarios like this, but I'm not going to feed into it and be petty back. I'm going to take the higher road and sit and communicate with her. And if she is blinded by her own pain and whatever, and doesn't and gets defensive and doesn't want to communicate to work things out, isn't able to see the bigger picture, then at least I know that I did what I could and I did the right thing. And if she's not able to see that clearly, then that's on her. And I don't need to continue to put out that effort if it's not going to be reciprocated, and be able to take myself out of the equation without being hurt and dwelling on it as well. Because what's the saying, like, you can bring the horse to water but you can't make it drink it, you know? Like, I can put out that effort, but I also, it's not healthy for me to dwell and like be like, well, why not, why aren't they getting it, I'm doing all this stuff, I'm doing all this, why don't they see it? That's only going to cause me more stress and drama, and like cause hate to build up inside of me and resentment because I don't agree with her, you know? And that's not something that I want. Like, I love her. I want this friendship, and I'm going to talk about it and communicate with her in the right way to allow her to speak her feelings, to be able to resolve this. And if that doesn't go the way that I expect it or want it to, then so be it. But I can't dwell on it, and I need to let that go. But I know that this is the right way to handle it. So definitely nervous about when this is going to happen, but I'm confident in my decision, and it just sucks that I have to go through this, but again, it's life. So it's 7:00 now. My dad literally just came home. If you didn't hear a few seconds ago, he literally came home to drop off food for me and then head to his next job. I have yet to eat. And my dad had already brought me breakfast. I had lunch from leftover from yesterday, from the food that he got me yesterday. And then he also just brought me home dinner. And I have not eaten not one of them. And literally my only plan for today is the laundry and to delete things and clear up space and watch TV. So like, after all of this drama and like dealing with all of these things that have arisen, I'm going to now put on a TV show and eat because my stomach is starting to eat itself. And unwind, like take my mind off of whatever drama and emotions that I'm feeling with my dad being sick, with the things that I have to deal with my mom, like it's just everything, my friendships and whatever, all this drama. I just need to decompress and kind of like swipe left. Now that I've used up all my energy doing that for the last 3 hours, tomorrow is the only day that I need to take content for like four or five different companies, and knock that the fuck out so that I can enjoy myself with everybody else for the next week and a half or until whatever. I don't even know how much longer I'm here for, or how long I've been here already. I don't know what day it is. How am I supposed to decompress when I have all these things I have to worry about? Okay, I'm giving myself a headache. Like, literally, I have pressure all over my head. I need to take myself away from all of this because all I'm doing is stressing out right now. And the point of this vacation is to relax and unwind. And I'm doing the opposite right now, so... Also, one other thing that I forgot about yesterday, I like talked to my one friend from back home. It's so funny that I really said from back home, because when I'm in Florida and I say I talked to my one friend from back home, I'm talking about my friends from Jersey. And now that I'm in Jersey, I'm like my one friend from back home, but I'm talking about Florida. Weird. Okay, but my friend... literally she's been a fucking saint throughout the last few months, like this last year, like the friendship that we have built. Like, we make jokes about it because I literally came up to her at work and I was like, hi, I'm Jasmine. Like, I usually train the girls that like we have, and I didn't train you, but like, you want to be friends? Literally like a school girl on the playground. And we've literally been like best friends since. Like, I have learned so much from her, and her fiance, both of them have just been there for me emotionally, with my relationship, with my work environment, with responsibility, with medically, with everything. They have just really been there for me, and they're older than me, so I very much respect their like advice and opinion, and I just value them so much. Like, words can't even describe how much I value their friendship and how much they've done for me. And she was catching me up yesterday, and he got a job opportunity in a different state and they're now moving. So they're moving at the end of January, and I don't come back until the end of the first week of January. So then I have like what, 3 weeks. The week after, I have all these medical procedures, which my friend, she said that she would help me with. So she's still being there for me, and then having to pack and do all these things. And it's just like a little bittersweet because this year has taught me so much about friendships. And out of the friends that I had for years, she has proven herself more reliable than those friends that I thought I would like give the world to, and like thick and thin blood, like we were closer than anything. Like that was my perspective of those friends, and she has proven herself more than them. So I'm very sad about it, and I'm trying not to think about it because it's like I've already cut off so many people that have been the sole surrounding of my life in Florida, that I was like left down to like 2 solid people, and she was one of them. So now it's like down to 1 solid person that I also is going to be my roommate, but she's also going through stuff. So it's like, I don't know, it's like the blind leading the blind. Like we make jokes about it all the time, me and my like soon to be roommate make these jokes all the time because we're like, our lives are in flames and like we're trying to figure shit the fuck out. And sometimes she goes MIA, sometimes I go MIA, and then we won't speak to each other, but it's just because we know that the other person's not going to agree with the actions that we're doing. So then we would rather keep it a secret. But then now we're about to be roommates, so then like shit's gonna like, I'm finally like healing and like growing, and like she's going through a stage that like I already went through, and like I know how it feels, so like I want to be there for her so that she doesn't feel the way that I felt. But, like I'm also growing, so then like it's also temptation for me. And yeah, so like that's the only person that I have left. Which I'm like, I love her to death, and like I'm so happy, and I hope that I can be a good influence on her. And I'm like having to, this is gonna be my temptation to hold strong in my values and like what I want to like pursue, and like stand my ground, you know. But then it's also like I'm really gonna go back home now, and like I have one friend, and we both need to go through something together, which I'm very excited about our journey together as well. And I genuinely believe that we're going to grow and like change together and like be beneficial towards each other. But then it's also like, wow, like I was like cool with having 2 friends, and now I have like 1 friend, and that's cool too. Like, but it's just like more and more people are just like disappearing from my life. And it's like, I know that my friendship with her, even though she's moving, like I'm still going to be in contact with her. I'm still going to talk to her. We're still going to communicate just like I do with my friend that lives here, you know? But I also know, because I've been away from my friends for 3 years, that the communication is definitely going to take a toll. The love and appreciation for each other is not going to change, but there's going to be times that I'm going to call and I'm going to need you, and you're going to be busy, and I'm going to have to accept it because that's life. You're busy and I have to understand it, but then I'm going to be frustrated because I want you as my friend and you're not going to be there. Like, I know God, this has been the year of like God showing me how to fucking be alone and learn how to be happy about myself, but like I thought I got that lesson. I thought that I've been proving myself that I got it. And I keep going through the same fucking lesson. And at this point, I'm just like, okay, God, I get it. Like, I thought I proved it to you. I thought I proved that I'm doing better and happy communicating and cutting people out of my life that don't suit me. And like, I'm just doing a very good job. So like, why am I still being put in these situations with this one friend and this other friend on whether or not to like communicate and build from it, or having to let go of someone that I very genuinely care about? God, I can't even speak. Bottom line, I don't want to lose these friends. I love them so much, and they're both so completely different situations. KK, I'm having hot flashes now. I need to really unwind. But yep, that's it. That was the last part that I had to catch you up on. KK, bye.